Okay, 6.6 day 2, we're going to continue solving exponential equations, but there will be times when we cannot write them with a common base, so we have to use a different method. Okay, so I'm going to solve these exponential equations, and I'm going to be unable to rewrite them with a common base. So I have 3 to the x here. I would really like to make this 3 to the something, but 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. I missed 22, so my answer is not going to be a rational number. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since the x is stuck in the exponent spot, I'm going to rewrite this in logarithmic form. Okay, I'm going to start with the exponent. So I'm trying to figure out the exponent. X equals base 3 of 22. Okay, even though this looks weird, this is actually the answer to the equation. I could use my calculator to get an approximation. Okay, it would actually be approximately 2.8135. Okay, but we haven't really learned how to do that in our calculator yet, and although some of your calculators could do it. And this is a more exact answer because I cut off some decimals on this, but it makes sense because 3 squared is 9, 3 to the third is 27, so this is lower than 3. Okay, so this is the best I can do here. Okay, so for B, 5 to the x plus 2 equals 14. 14 is 7 times 2. I cannot rewrite it with a 5. Because of that, I'm going to have to do logarithmic form. Since the log always equals the exponent, I just start with the exponent. So x plus 2 equals the log. The base is 5 of 14. Okay, I'm solving for x, so I do have one more step. I need to minus the 2 over. So x equals the log base 5 of 14, and then I subtract 2. Okay, I could get an approximation from my calculator, but this is actually an exact answer. So I'm going to leave it in this format because that is actually the best I can do. Okay, let's look at C. Okay, C. Well, C, I have that extra 3. Let's move the 3 over first because sometimes you move it and then it looks okay. 11 to the 5x equals 20. Okay, so this has a base of 11. Can I rewrite 20 using 11? Absolutely not. It's like 2 times 10, 5 times is 4. It's impossible. So I'm going to rewrite it in logarithmic form. I'm going to start with the exponent because that's what I'm solving for. That's the log base 11 of 20. Am I done? No, I need to divide by 5. Okay, let's look at this answer. Okay, this answer is the log base 11 of 20, and I'm dividing that entire result by 5. Okay, I cannot do 20 divided by 5 because this is the log of 20 divided by 5. So you can leave it like this. You can't simplify it because this is one single expression at the top. The other way we sometimes write it is we will say x is 1/5 of the log base 11 of 20. And that makes it a little more clear that you are dividing the entire log by 5. But either format's fine with me. Okay, one more, and then we're going to do mixed practice. Okay, for sure I can move the 7, so let's move that first. I can divide by 3 as well, so let's do that. Okay, now this has a base of e. There's no way to write 4 with a base of e. 4 is 2 times 2. Okay, so let's rewrite this logarithmically. The exponent is 2x equals, I want to do the log base e. If I do the log base e, I don't write log base e. I write ln of 4. Okay, I'm going to solve for x. I'm going to divide by 2. Okay, and I'm going to write it 2 ways. You can leave it as the ln of 4 over 2. But just remember, this ln 4 is like together. So I'm dividing the whole ln 4 divided by 2. So leave it like that. Or you can write it as 1/2 ln 4 if that's more clear. Either way of writing it is fine. Just know they mean the same thing, and that the ln 4 are stuck together like parentheses. Don't separate them. Don't try to simplify them. Okay, now the practice is going to be mixed up. So you're going to try to write it with a common base, but if it doesn't work, you're going to have to do it the other way. I'm going to do the first one to remind you, and then you're going to pause the video and try them. Okay, so for A, it says 3 to the 2x. Can I rewrite 27 with a 3? I for sure can't because that's 9 times 3, 3 times 3. Okay, so this is 3 to the 2x equals 3 to the third, and ideally we want this. The exponents equal each other. And if I divide by 2, I get 3 over 2. So if possible, do same base. Occasionally, you will have to use the other method. Okay, pause your video, do the next one, and then unpause to check. Okay, for B, I got x equals -2. If you're good on that, go ahead and flip it over. Pause the video again, and then unpause it when you're ready to check. Okay, for C, I could not rewrite them both with a base of 5, so my answer is x equals log base 5 of 17 plus 4. For D, my answer was x equals -5. Okay, for E, I got x equals -7 over 3. For F, I got x equals -2. Okay, for I got x equals log base 6 of 10 plus 7, the whole thing divided by 2. Or you could write that as x equals 1/2 log base 6 of 10 plus 7 over 2. Either format, equally fine for me. And then for the last one, x equals -2.